Hi everyone, Ron Milligan with Remax Select here. I've got the latest market statistics for the condo, the close-in condo market. So this is pretty much everything that's from the river to the hills and then the North Pearl down to the South Waterfront. So the number of active listings is at 350 at about mid-month. I've been doing my checks in the middle of the month and looking back 30 days. So 350 listings, pending right now is 133 versus 122 last month. So these numbers are pretty much the same. They're not changing very much. That 350 mark, plus or minus 10, 12 listings has been what we've had since about February. So no big changes there. The number of pendings is pretty much the same, 133, the previous month 122, 126 in mid-April. So that number seems to be holding pretty steady as well. Over the last 12 months, we did see 865 listings sell. That's an increase of what we saw from May. So we saw 793 sell in the previous 12 months. Now looking back 12 months, we're at 865. So if we do our inventory in months based on an average of the last 12 months, the number of homes that have sold divided into our 350, then we end up with an inventory in months of 4.86 months, which is within that balanced market margin. So most analysts think that a balanced market, neither a buyer's nor seller's market, is somewhere between 4 and 6 months of inventory. So we're at 4.86 months. Looking back just over the last 30 days, so depending on how you massage the numbers, you can get a different number for inventory in months. Looking back over the last 30 days, we did have 96 condominiums sell. That's pretty much on par with mid-May, mid-April, which were 197 respectively. In mid-March, it was only 51 that actually sold. So, and that's a big jump up from last year. Like last November, it was only 58, which is when things were starting to turn around for condominiums. So if we use those numbers, just the last 30 days, divide that into our number of active listings, then we're coming up with 3.65 months of inventory, which is moving into seller's market territory. The average sale price versus the list price was 97.87%. So sellers who put their property on the market ended up selling on average for 97.87% of the original asking price versus the original asking price. So they list it, they do a price reduction, then it sells for another number. That number is 95% of the original asking price. And if we're looking at median, it's 100%, 100.3%. Median days on market 38, average days on market 60, but those numbers are both coming down. And then the average sale price was $499. So if you're curious about what's going on in your neck of the woods, remember all real estate is local. Certain buildings are doing better than other buildings. Whether or not you have parking, storage, amenities in the building, high, low HOAs, that can all be a factor. So if you're curious about what's going on with your building, just feel free to reach out to me and I'm happy to share what I know. All right, we'll see you next month.